Yo, what's up, YouTube? Pistons in 7. I'm just kidding. I'm actually really annoyed about last night. I was hoping for some good series. I was hoping for some game 7s, but that may not happen. So we all are rooting for the Rockets to win tonight and take down Steph Curry. But regardless, I'm trying out a new video series. So basically, I give out tons of free picks every single day. Most of them are on Twitter, and I also live stream on Twitch. I'll include my Twitch below, so I do live streams where you can literally see me lock in bets right as I'm placing them. But I wanted to try out a video going through the best PrizePicks picks. So in this video, for example, I'm gonna be giving you a 6-pick flex play, my 6 favorite picks paired together for Friday, May 2nd. That's what I'm gonna be doing in this video, but if you have recommendations, if you don't like the format of this video, obviously this is the first one I've done in a while, comment any suggestions, tips, whatever below. I'm happy to do any type of content about sports betting. I love sports betting. I love helping people beat the sports books. So if you don't already know me, my name's Alex. I love to bet on sports. I can barely remember a day when I haven't bet on sports in like the last 5 years. You can see on Pickett Sports, which is a verified bet tracker that I use, I'm up over $700,000 in profit sports betting long term. Obviously, most of that has not come from PrizePicks. It's come from a bunch of different books like WinBet, which is now out of business, Fliff, DraftKings, like tons of different sports books. But without further ado, let's get into these PrizePicks plays. So my first pick is Draymond Green over 6.5 rebounds. You probably know this if you've tuned into my live streams, but PrizePicks, like the core strategy, how does PrizePicks work? How do you win on PrizePicks long term? Revolves around their payout structure. So basically on PrizePicks, if you take Draymond to go over or under, you're going to get the same payout, right? Like, that's the way PrizePicks works. They have fixed payouts. You take a guy to go over or under, it doesn't matter. Any 2-pick entry, you're getting a 3x payout. So what you want to do is compare the lines on PrizePicks to sportsbooks, right? All of these books, they're multi-billion-dollar companies, experts in setting lines. They're taking wagers, adjusting their odds based on where action's coming in. And if you look at the odds, this is just right from the OddsJam positive EV tool, which basically just scans all the sports books, hundreds of books, compares it to PrizePicks. All of these sports books have Draymond's over heavily favored. So for example, Pinnacle, which is known to be one of the sharpest, one of the smarter sports books, they have Draymond's over 6.5 rebounds as a -151 favorite. So a pretty big favorite. So basically, that's the first thing you want to do on PrizePicks is make sure every pick, and I make sure any pick I give out on live stream, on Twitter, or in these videos has an edge, right? Actually has data, market data. Everything's priced into the market, lineups, injuries, all that sort of stuff. And every book has Draymond's over heavily favored. So we essentially, because all books set their own odds, we have hundreds of data points, hundreds of sports books telling us, hey, Draymond's a lot more likely to go over as opposed to under. So that's the pick we want to be on, and that's the pick I included in my slip. So the play I paired with it, the second pick I went with, NBA pick, is pod under 9.5 RAs. So first of all, similar to this Draymond play, this play on pod had value. Sportsbooks have, pods under, heavily favored. And at the same time, both of these picks pair well together, right? They're positively correlated. That's the word, that kind of gets thrown around. Because PrizePicks has fixed payouts, you want to pair picks in the same slip that go well together. Because if I take Draymond over, pod over, I'm getting the same payout as if I take Draymond over, pod under. And essentially, right, only one player on the Warriors can grab rebounds at the same time. So if Draymond goes over, pod's more likely to go under. So these two picks pair really nicely together. We get some correlation. So those are the first two picks I went with. NBA, those are the only picks I have for the Rockets-Warriors game. Now let's move on to baseball. So next, I have 4 picks for the MLB. 2 for the Dodgers game, 2 for the Guardians game. Both pairs are positively correlated. And you may be wondering, like, how do you find positive correlation in baseball? And you can see I had some huge wins on Betr Picks last year. I made over 60K on this DFS app last year in 2024. And basically for baseball correlation, you want to pair hitters on the same team to go the same direction. So in this example, I had Crawford over and I had Cal over. And basically the way you can think about it is if the Mariners have a great game, right, and they're scoring a lot of runs, players are getting on base, then every player is more likely to have more at-bats, right, more chances to get hits. So if Cal goes over, Crawford's more likely to go over. These picks pair well together, right? Like if the Yankees go off, Aaron Judge and Goldschmidt, they could have 6, 7 at-bats, whereas if it's a no-hitter, each player only has 3 at-bats. So overs for hitters on the same team are positively correlated. Same thing with unders, but in this case, for the Dodgers game, I took Conforto over in hits, Will Smith over in HRRs. These plays are positively correlated. Both of them had value. I found them right on the OddsJam positive EV tool. And then for the Guardians game, also both overs. I have Bo Naylor over in hits. Over half of a base is the same as over half of a hit, right? 1 base is the same as 1 hit. If you go over half of a base, you're going over half of a hit as well. So I have Bo Naylor over and Noel over. Again, 2 picks with value from the positive EV tool that are positively correlated. So this is a 6-pick flex play. Because I correlated, 2 picks in the Warriors game, 2 picks in the Guardians game, 2 picks in the Dodgers game, PrizePicks added in a slight payout shift, very slight. So usually on PrizePicks for a 6-pick flex play, you get a 25x payout if you go 6 for 6. In this specific example, we're not getting a 25x payout. We're getting a 23x payout, but I mean, whatever. It's a very slight payout shift because the picks for the Warriors game, Dodgers game, and Guardians game are all positively correlated. So I still really love the value on this slip. Here's the full thing. Here's what I'm running. I love making sports betting content. So if you enjoy this type of content, please like, subscribe to the channel. And again, thank you so much for your time, for watching this. Let's go Dodgers. Let's go Guardians. And I don't really know for the Warriors game. I want the Rockets to win though. I want a game 7. I mean, come on. At least some of these series should be interesting aside from just Nuggets Clippers, but we'll see. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. See you guys tomorrow.